Minister, welcome to DC and a belated happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Minister, you spoke about the trust.
If you could please
Yeah,
identify
from New Global. Minister, you spoke about the trust in the relationship, and that was clearly visible in the manner in which the US side recorded red carpet, welcome to you for this inaugural. There is a sense that President Trump, and he's spoken about it many times, about the special partnership with Prime Minister Modi. How soon do you see a summit meeting happening between President Trump and Prime Minister Modi, and what agenda is in the works for that?
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much for doing this. Jaishankar for awareness. I had the same question as Saurabh, but I wanted to ask you if you could confirm or deny a Reuters report that the two leaders could be meeting next month, or at least attempts are on to get them to meet next month. And two, in the State Department readout of your meeting with Secretary Rubio, it said Secretary Rubio raised something about irregular migration. I was wondering if that was another phrase for illegal people, Indians coming in illegally through the southern border of the country. Thank you.
All right.
Alan Shah from Media Investors. Just follow up on what Yashwant said. There's news reported out of India that India is working with the Trump administration to deport around 18,000 undocumented Indians. Can you confirm that? Who told who's only deported from the US? And secondly, did any one of those officials of the Trump administration raise the issue which were the roadblocks in the relationship, the court cases that are going on about some Indian officials and Indian businessmen?
Sorry, about?
The court cases that are going on about Indian officials, former Indian officials, and the Indian businessmen.
Oh, okay. The first question, observation, Saurabh, yes, I definitely, as someone who's been involved in the relationship for many, many decades, I would say that the levels of trust are very high, and not just because in a way the trust is a more systemic sentiment. I would also say there's a very visible chemistry between Prime Minister Modi and President Trump, and that also in a sense percolates through the system and reinforces that comfort and trust that you have referred to. So there was a very visible appetite to get this relationship moving, to do more, to raise the bar, set bigger goals. So that was the sort of feeling in the room. Now, in terms of your query about and what Yashwant also raised about possible meeting between the leadership, between the Prime Minister and the President. Look, the administration has just come in. Understandably, at the moment, everybody is focused on the inaugural ceremony. They're also finding their feet and attending to the priorities of the day. But clearly there is an interest in taking the relationship forward. Now, the exact mechanics of it, as and when we have something to tell you, we'd be happy to share with you. But I do remind you that the Prime Minister had a very early phone call with President Trump, and that I had come last month and made the initial contact with the NSA. So it should give you a direction in which today the relationship is going. At what point that direction reaches that culminating point, I think we'll have to wait and see. In terms of your second observation, one other issue, Saurabh, you asked about the agenda. Again, there are these broad subjects, let us say defense and security, or skills and education, or technology. But within that, I think there's a lot of latitude, there's a lot of unexploited space. There are new things to do, but there's also the challenge of how do we do the regular things better than we were doing. So I think there was openness to look at a lot of this, especially, some of our concerns about process issues, delays. I think there was a very positive response, because that's also the outlook of the administration as a whole, that, how do we make governance more efficient and effective. So if you have in the two countries really two leaders who are very focused on effectiveness and the quality and the speed of governance, efficiency of governance, naturally that is something which also percolates into the relationship as well. In terms of the reference you made, Yashwant, to the irregular migration, yes, we had a discussion on a range of issues, and one of the issues which came up was actually mobility of people. Now, we have a position on mobility which is a principal position that applies to all countries. As a government, we obviously are very much supportive of legal mobility, because we do believe in a global workplace. We want Indian talent and Indian skills to have the maximum opportunity at a global level. So at the same time, we are also very firmly opposed to illegal mobility and illegal migration, because you also know that when something illegal happens, many other illegal activities get joined onto it. And it's not, this is not desirable, it's certainly not reputationally good. So we have, with every country, and the US is no exception, we have always taken the view that if there are any of our citizens who are not here legally, if we are sure that they are our citizens, we've always been open to their legitimate return to India. So it's not a position unique to the United States. I do understand right now that there is a certain debate going on and a resulting sensitivity which is there. But we have been consistent, we have been very principled about it, and that remains our position, and I conveyed that very clearly to Secretary Rubio. At the same time, I also told him that, look, while we understand all of this, and I also accept that these are autonomous processes, it is in our mutual interest to facilitate legal and mutually beneficial mobility. So as I said, if it takes 400 odd days waiting period to get a visa, I don't think the relationship is well served by this. So I think he also noted that point. So let us see how we take that forward. But while I've seen some numbers, and I'm moving now to Lalit's question here, I've seen some numbers. I caution you about them, because for us, a number is operative when we can actually validate the fact that the individual concerned is of Indian origin. So, we'll have to see sort of really how that goes, because it has, as I said, the basis of their stay or not able to stay, and the fact that at our end we have to verify that they are indeed Indians, because naturally there are sensitivities involved there as well. On the court case issue, no, the subject did not come up.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.